In this video, we're going to talk about pranks that went wrong. Now, to be honest, guys, I thought all pranks on YouTube were all just fake, but people have legit gone out to do pranks and have either been shot, sued, or arrested. All these horrible things just because of pranks. Like, some of the pranks that they do to make these things happen or can tell the pranks are actually real. For example, Ryan Wilson was a 16-year-old kid going up to people pranking them. And the prank was, he was walking up to people saying, "Are you ready to die?" And the joke was, like, ready to dye your hair. So he would walk up to people and say, "Are you ready to die?" They'd freak out, and then he'd pull out the can of hair dye and say, dye your hair. So they just move on because, it's a stupid prank, whatever. So he'd go do that to a couple of people, and then he walked up behind this one guy and said, "Are you ready to die?" Then the guy turned around and shot him. Like, legit shot him in the head. All because of a stupid YouTube prank. The second prank that went wrong was actually by the Stokestwins. Now, this is probably the stupidest prank in history. They thought it would be a good idea to stage a bank robbery. So they went to the bank, yada yada yada, and they quote-unquote robbed the bank. So then they came out of the bank and they called an Uber and basically made the Uber driver look like their getaway car. So they got in the back of the Uber. And then after all of that, some person saw that they had just quote-unquote robbed the bank. So 911 ended up being called, and the police held the Uber driver at gunpoint. Like, just think about that. The Uber driver was held at gunpoint because of these two idiots faking a bank robbery. Like, you know how scary that is? Like, you're just going out to Uber someone, you just think, you're just gonna take them to their destination, it'll be all fine. And then you just get held at gunpoint by police because you didn't know you're gonna run into some idiots that'll think I stuttered a lot. That think it's okay to just stage a bank robbery. And this last prank channel just honestly irritates me. But honestly, the other two pranks I talked about should have irritated you because the other two pranks were really, really stupid. But this probably is one of the worst pranks like I've seen on YouTube. So basically, there was this prank channel called Daddyofive. They weren't really a prank channel. Well, basically, in the early days of their channel, they started out with pranks. And then as they got popular, they thought it would be a good idea to prank their children by basically just yelling at them for no reason and doing stuff to, like, Cody and Emma. They were the ones that were most pranked, as you can tell. I'm not referring to them being pranked. Like, they obviously don't understand the definition of pranked. And they did this one prank to Cody where they put invisible ink on the carpet, like the mother did it. And then they called Cody in there. They were basically all shouting and stuff like that. And Cody got so scared because he didn't know who actually did it. And him not knowing the entire time that his mother did it. Like, how can you be that cruel to do something like that to your child? And basically the whole lesson of this video is don't do pranks, kids, because honestly, they're just really stupid. And let me know if you want me to do more videos like this where I just talk about situations like this in IRL form. I honestly enjoy making these videos. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'll see you guys later.